Veliki pozdrav poštovani gledalci iz Zvezda TV i dobrodošli u novo izdanje emisije Priče škole. Upravo u ovoj epizodi razgovarat ćemo sa jednim internacionalcem u našoj omladinskoj školi, momkom koji je rođen 2005. godine, igra na poziciji ofanzivnog veznog kao i krilnog napadača, trenutno u selekciji naših mlađih omladinaca, ali i povremeno i nastupa za našu najstariju selekciju kada je u pitanju razvojni tim Crvene zvezde. Imam veliko zadovoljstvo da vam danas predstavim Bostona Bilapsa. Boston, dobrodošao u Crvenu zvezdu, u Srbiju i Beograd. Kako se osjećaš?
Thank you for having me here. It's an honor and I'm super thankful to be here.
Da li možeš nešto više da nam otkriješ o tvojim fudbalskim početcima i kako si to stigao u Beograd i Crvenu zvezdu?
Yeah, I was born in Portland, Oregon, in America. It's on the West Coast. And from a young age, I've played football. Around U12 to U15, I played in my local MLS academy called the Portland Timbers. And then I moved to Barcelona for 2.5 years. And then during the summer of 2020 and 2021, I trained here for a couple weeks. And then my dad had business opportunities here, and so it just made sense for our family to move here.
Priključio si se selekciji mlađih omladinaca grafičara kod trenera Zdravka Rukovića. Da li si očekivao da će se odmah tako brzo privići na početku i da će postići već toliko golova?
When I joined, I didn't really know what to expect, if I'm being honest. But I knew that if I gave maximum on the field for the club and the team, then the goals and the good performances were going to come.
Kako su te prihvatili saigrači na početku?
They were super welcoming. It's been one of the things that's helped me transition here because there is a language barrier, but everybody has been so welcoming and warm. It really helped me transition here.
Sa kim si se prvi sprijateljio?
The first one I probably would say was Theodore Illich and then Joshua Tucker. That was easy because he was Canadian, but I'd say Theodore Illich.
Spomenuo si tu jezičku barijeru, ali kako se sporazumeo sa saigračima i ko možda najbolje priča engleski u ekipi?
I'd say on Mladi Omladinci, I'd say Andrej Drinčić, and on Omladinci, I'd say Nikola Milojković.
Uporedno si trenirao i sa omladincima grafičara, prvo kod trenera Sandulovića, sada i kod trenera Danila Tešića. Kako je trenirati sa starijim momcima i da li si nekad trenirao sa starijim igračima ranije?
Training with older players doesn't really concern me. I've always gone back to my technical abilities and my football knowledge, and I use that when I play the most because realistically I'm not the biggest or the fastest, but if I can play smart and I can play with my technical abilities, then I believe I can play with those players.
Igrao si prijateljske utakmice sa starijim igračima, kako si se tu pokazao?
I think I played well through these games. I've played 8 or 9 matches. I've scored, I think, 2 goals, and I think the best is yet to come. I think once I get the trust from the managers, because I'm a shy person, so once I get that trust from the manager, I can really start to be myself, and so I feel like the best is yet to come.
Ostvario si dobar učinak. Da li možeš sada da mi uporediš koja je razlika to kada je u pitanju fudbal ovdje i recimo u drugim zemljama i klubovima da si igrao?
In the US, they usually go for the biggest, the strongest, fastest player, and they may not be the best player. They just might be super big and fast. And so the play style in the US is largely kick it long to the fast winger. In Spain, it's different than that. To some degree, it's a little bit the same depending on where you go. But in Spain, there is a lot more dribbling, and there's a lot more cheap fouls in Spain, where they just foul you just because they want to make you mad.
Ko ima talentovanije igrače?
I think Serbia, no doubt. I think Serbia is super efficient with producing players compared to the US, and I think there's just a lot of talent and players that come out of Serbia that are going to top flight leagues like the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A. There's lots of players going there.
Da li si bio u Kataru i da li si pratio utakmice Svetskog prvenstva kada je u pitanju Amerika i Srbija?
I did not go to Qatar. I know my dad did. He went to the Serbia-Brazil game, actually. I watched it at home, and I think Serbia actually could have beat Brazil, but I think they played too defensive in the second half, and with Brazil's attacking, you can't invite it. You have to be attacking. Of course, I watched America's games too. Throughout the World Cup, I tried to watch as many games as I could.
Spomenuo si naravno da si počeo da se baviš fudbalom u MLS akademiji. MLS šampionat posljednjih godina doživljava zaista veliku ekspanziju. Da li možda nam uporediš možda Crvenu zvezdu sa nekim MLS klubovima?
I think MLS clubs have come a long way, but if you ask me if I would rather play for an MLS club or Zvezda, I'd say Zvezda every single time.
Da li znaš neke fudbalere Crvene zvezde koji su igrali u MLS-u?
I know two. I know Katai. He played in the MLS, and then Jovalic too. I know he played in the MLS as well.
Pretpostavljam da si gledao neke utakmice na Marakani. Koje si utakmice tačno gledao i kako ti deluje atmosfera?
The experience is amazing. It's different being in the stadium than watching on TV because, especially the North fans, they're crazy. But I love it. It's different being in the stadium and feeling the atmosphere than just watching it on YouTube or on TV and just hearing the chants. It's different being there, and you can feel it. You get chills.
Koje si tačno utakmice gledao? Da li to možeš da nam otkriješ?
I've watched Zvezda versus Partizan against Rangers, Maccabi Haifa, and some league games too, like Čukarički, Vojvodina, and some others.
Gde je atmosfera bila najbolja?
I think the game against Partizan was a very good atmosphere. I think there's so much passion against Partizan that the atmosphere is just unbeatable. I think the atmosphere was very good against Rangers and Maccabi Haifa, but I think the game against Partizan was the best atmosphere.
Ko ti se od fudbalera Crvene zvezde najviše dopada? Ti si spomenuo Kataja, on je bio i zvezda u MLS-u i kod nas je ovde velika zvezda u Srbiji.
I really like Kanga because he's a similar player to me. He's not super tall, but he's super smart, technically very good, and has great shooting abilities. And he's not afraid to do the hard work on the pitch.
Da li bi voleo možda neke osobine njegove da kažem, pokupiš ili da imitiraš da imaš nešto slično kao i on?
Of course I would, yes.
Neko pored Kange možda?
Yes, I think Katai is a very good player. I like Vigo as well, and Bukhari.
I evo za kraj, da li možda nam otkriješ koji su tvoji ciljevi u narednom periodu i šta možemo da očekujemo od tebe kada je u pitanju teren, konkretno golovi i asistencije?
I have two main short-term goals. The first one is to be a regular player and starter for Omladinci Grafičar. And my second short-term goal is to get a call-up to the US national team for my age in this spring or summer. For next year, my goal is to play for Omladinci Zvezda for the UEFA Youth League and all of their competitions.
Želim ti mnogo sreće u tome, da ti se ispuni tvoji ciljevi, da zaigraš i za reprezentaciju Amerike, za podmladak, naravno, i da dođeš do omladinaca Crvene zvezde. Ja ću ti se zahvaliti, naravno, i na izdvojenom vremenu i na razgovoru. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dragi zvezdaši, nadam se da ste uživali u razgovoru sa Bostonom Bilapsom, kao i ja ovdje u našem studiju Zvezda TV-a. Saznali smo dosta zanimljivih stvari o ovom momku i možda saznali nešto što nismo znali kada je u pitanju fudbal u Americi ili Španiji. Ostanite uz kanal Zvezdine televizije, od nas iz studija veliki pozdrav i prijetno.